Okay, so why am I playing Quantum Conscious? Well, here's the trophy that the Lord's pointed to. I was just uploading that little short, and I'm just going to put this little short on, not much of it. The Lord has shown me he's the truther of all truthers. Okay? And he's titled this Braveheart. The Lord has said to me, it's the Highlander, Rob Roy. It's not Braveheart, which is William Wallace, WW. There is a difference. I don't know what it is yet because I haven't looked up the two W's. I'll leave you to do that. I may get round to it. I'll put it on Instagram. He's pointed to it and he's called this the Bozo Show. He's a bozo. He's a lovely bozo. I love him. I really love him. Please pray for him. Please pray for him. I don't know if the Lord is going to turn him up, but he's the truther of all truthers. But he doesn't know that he's going to get hurt. Now, he's talking about not jumping around anymore. It's not time to jump around YouTube. Pick a bit here, pick a bit there. He's saying he's the ultimate. Watch him. He's going to now focus on the most important parts. So he's mentioned the Truman Show. That's just another heads up for Jim Carrey. The Lord said, heads up, watch Jim Carrey. That's how come I know about Biff, the backstage manager, and Obama. He is Biff. Jim Carrey, on one of his interviews in the 90s, Biff appears. Biff is going to be president. Then the Lord showed me Jim Carrey, Biff, the backstage manager, appears again. Biff is God. Then, on the same kennel show, after he interviewed Obama, we have Biff again. This time Biff is Back to the Future. The car is there on stage. And Kimmel gets told that how he's going to die, because the man's been into the future and seen it, is he's going to be torn apart by children. Now, the scripture is, you can't see the bear from the woods. I can see the bear. Now, I think many of you can see the bear. The Antichrist is Obama. The Lord's going to put him on a white tarpaulin, this bear, and he's going to wrap it up like a hanky. So it's all sorted, it's all done. He wrapped up Christmas and New Year for me. We made our sacrifice. The bride has already been chosen. The Lord he's a God of the past, present, future. He knew who the bride was going to be from the beginning. We can't do anything about that now. But then I don't know how that works, because time is the hardest concept. Because he's outside of time, we're in time. It's really hard. So that's just between you and the Lord about time. But I know, like I said, I know what soon is, because he said soon I'd go around the corner and see a straight road ahead of me. I can see it now. And he told me that just before December the 20th. So it's only been about 3 weeks ago. And I've been seeing since Christmas, because that's when I unwrap the present, all right? And I love the wrapping. I'm not like that dog. If you don't like the wrapping, don't unwrap it. Go your own way. It's fine. You know, I know, and God knows, who's going to be turned up and who isn't. He knows what is a noble vessel in the Master's house and what's an ignoble vessel. We all have a purpose here. he wants us all to come home, but he knows what we will decide before we do. Do you understand that? Okay. So this is the bozo. He's the bozo, but he's pointing to W.W. Braveheart. So I know that this is not like what he says he claims to be. He's not what he claims to be. So it's a heads up to all you truthers. The Lord's got this. God is watching, and he's eating a banana. Okay? Have just a wee listen.
Hey guys, it's Matt. Welcome, not to the desert of the real, but to the Bozo Show of your life. Welcome to the Bozo Show, which is the United States of America in 2021. But that Bozo Show started several years before 2021. This is the old-fashioned radio show. It should not be listened to, just my opinion, not be listened to at 1.25 to just try to get through the information. But Matt's going to talk about 5 topics. I'm an expert in those 5, but there might be one I'm not so sure about, and I'll suck the information out of that one topic and make more bullet points. So we've done that. It's time to coming into a state of being, into who you are, to enjoy this analysis of the Bozo Show.
So that just confirms the Lord said in my dream, November 4th or something, which I haven't shared yet, I saw the RV. It was the last camper leaving. I saw that there were campers. There were house trucks and RVs, and they were talking amongst themselves. They were talking about how they're going to pack up. You know, you have to pack up before you leave. They were talking about their diesel engines, whatever they have to do. Empty their fireplaces in their trucks. Fill up. They were making their allegiance between themselves. But the Lord said they were not with me. So there's no surprises here. If you're with this man, you're not with me. And I'm with God.
To put it on 2.25 and try to get information from Matt and run over another truth channel and try to get information there. Those days are over, hopefully. We should be absolutely coming into a certain state of being at this point. So enjoy this. The big topics, hopefully I'll go slower. They should be pondered, reflected upon. What does it mean to you? Not, even old-fashioned radio shows in general aren't meant to be put on 1.25. Ralphie, in A Christmas Story, he enjoyed the Little Orphan Annie program or whatever. He's pissed off about the message about the Ovaltine and everything, and it screwed him when he.
So Orphan Annie is a song that I gave Amy from the Lord. Tomorrow, tomorrow, it's only a day away. It was a song of hope for her because of what she's going through. And then he mentions...
Whatever, but he didn't say, Mom, speed this shit up. I want to get through it. I need to suck the information out of the Little Orphan Annie program. He enjoyed it. Ralphie laid on the carpet and with his Zeppelin and enjoyed it.
So the Zeppelin, Johnathan Kleck has showed you what Led Zeppelin is. The angel holding on to 2 letters. He's broken down what those 2 letters are. That is something that you need to watch. You can't turn Led Zeppelin up.
I'm not saying to go get your gigantic pink bunny costume, put that on or anything. Sit back, get your mani and your petty. If you're in one of those places where you can put your feet in that warm water, all the little fish come up and eat all the dead skin off the bottom of your feet and your calluses, do that. This is enjoyable. It's in many respects to understand you live in a gigantic amalgamation of the Bozo Show, the regional Bozo Show from the late 70s and early 80s, and the actual movie The Matrix, and The Truman Show, an amalgamation.
So The Matrix is now in the Bible. In the Old Testament, Do you think that any of those scholars would seriously translate a word to the Matrix? It's modern jargon. It comes from the movie this century. It is no way that that is in the King James Version. It's not the Matrix. It's the female anatomy. That's the portal. It's not the Matrix. Johnathan Kleck must know that, but he doesn't. So I just don't want to say anything about it, really. It's really hard for me I'm pretty sure he said the Matrix, but just turn it up when you hear him say that, okay? Turn it up, because the Bible has changed. I've been praying for him, but up till then, he said that, and then I'm going to show you the picture. He said that Messiah is likened to the unicorn, but it's not the unicorn. They changed that as well, okay? So the Truman Show, nothing is real. What was it about the Truman Show? Anyway, this is as far as I got. I don't want to play anymore.
Of all three, to finally understand that and to say, well, what is this production of reality and production of society tell me about who I really am? Well, there's nothing more important than that. There's nothing more gratifying than that. Understanding who you really are and why they put the production on that they put on. Because if you weren't who you really were, they wouldn't be putting this bozo show on, getting in your business.
See, he's so close. It is a bozo show, but he doesn't see he's a bozo, because he still doesn't know that it's about hunting sheep. He doesn't. He doesn't know that he is dinner. What's for dinner, Mr. Wolfie? What's for dinner, Mr. Wolfie? So, please pray for Matt. I'll just put this up on its own.